Adam.
I'm Josh.
And welcome back to the Breaking Bit podcast, where today summer hath bestowed upon us a much welcome encore. I thought it was done, but it's bright, shiny, the UV rays, and concomitantly, the vitamin D is free-flowing, so it's going to be a good day. At least until my co-host starts talking. How you doing, old boy?
I'm
dying, aren't you?
I think I've got like bird flu or swine flu or like...
Might be like COVID-28, whatever's coming around.
Yeah, the freshest... it says COVID within about 30 seconds. Like, what can we do to just get this...
You know, like I say COVID.
I'm pretty sure it's been like censored on it.
Well, really, you're not allowed to see the C word, but I thought it was a different C word.
Right.
There'll be like an information thing about COVID below the video now.
Yeah, anyways, like what's happened is the kids have gone back to school last week, and now they've gone and just... I think they pick each other's noses and stuff, to be honest. They're proper little scruffs. So they've brought them germs home, and now I am in full swing of man flu.
Are they poorly as well? Or is it
they're sound.
surpassed them?
Yeah, they're fine. Bulletproof out there.
But you have a weaker immune system than your daughter.
Yeah.
Embarrassing for you.
You know what is embarrassing? That T-shirt, mate. Why are the sleeves so high? Is that a kid's ghost top?
I'm not taking fucking fashion advice from you. You can fuck off, James. Fucking silly cunt.
It's time for a YouTube comes from you.
The fucking audacity. Comes out on his fucking...
You've got
£3 unironed.
Yeah, but you're there with like sparkly
George
shorts on
Asda.
and a fucking
Shut
shit
the
top.
fuck up. I can dress how the fuck I like.
Fucking end the podcast.
Okay, it can't get better from here.
I just want to go to bed.
First comment from Drummer3601. I love the dynamic between Josh and Beard. Similar to an acoustic child and a support teacher. Love the pod.
Acoustic child?
Yeah, I don't want to...
Oh, right, I see what you're getting at there.
Roger that.
Next comment from Detector Bull. When are you coming to Australia? I see a lot of pubs advertising on Facebook for meal challenges.
Ooh, maybe sooner than you think. You big drongo. What are they saying? What's an insult in Australia? Drongo's one, I think. I don't know if that's severe, though. If it is severe, I didn't really mean it. I was just a little bit colourful.
Yeah, is that on the list of...
I don't know. Well, like, I'm sort of... I think it's...
running out of...
We're going to go further afield, haven't we? No plane too far away, so... I mean plane, not plane. Yeah, I don't know, maybe. I've sort of been putting it off because there's nothing... Like, if there was some really compelling
like a
food
kangaroo's
challenge
tail or something.
Yeah, something like that. Maybe something quite that stereotypical, but... yeah, this burgers and frying up something for the most part.
Full English, down under, mate.
It would, there'd be a part of me that would regret travelling 24 hours to do that. And all the cities are so far apart, so it's a big task to undergo. But certainly we'll never say never. But maybe sooner than you think, I think.
Next comment.
Not like a riddle.
From that girl, Enoch. Glad Adam got a proper vacation. I hope you go back to Italy for food challenges and take the crew. It's no one's business who you are with. Parasocial relationships are a slippery slope. Just keep your personal space safe.
Good advice. Yeah, there are two that I'm aware of, two food challenges in Italy, both of which the owners of the restaurants hitherto mentioned, don't seem particularly interested in me attending. But if we can work it out, I'm sure the boys would love a trip to Italy, perhaps in the midst of October when it's starting to get a little cool.
In the diary, we'd identified like a week in October whereby we were going to do like a trip, and it says BMF Italy on it on my calendar. So it must have been months ago. We went, right, that's where we're going to go.
All right, well, we'll see if we can work it out. I don't think Phil speaks Italian though. Could be a bit of a hurdle.
And we need to go back to what's it called? Augsburg. via Italy.
I think we might have to give Augsburg a wide berth for a little while.
Yeah.
Next comment from Tanja Jensen Art. I don't know if things have changed, but when sending in a copyright complaint through YouTube, usually they'll get a strike, and 3 strikes equals deleted channel. There's no point in sending complaints for all of them at once, as they at least usually only get a strike at a time. But if you instead file a complaint for 1 video per day, 3 days in a row, or on 3 different days, the channel is shut down.
Didn't we cover this before?
Yeah, but you were saying that there was the channel that had been sort of...
Have we not discussed
We don't know what the outcome was. You said...
Oh, right, yeah, like deleted. Yeah, I know that already.
It got deleted, did it?
Yeah. I mean, I was being a little bit hyperbolic saying you have to fill out 28 different... Okay. You're right. It's not the same for shorts, though, because although they did find in my favour, seemingly, for 3 infringing videos, the channel was not deleted. Actually, it's funny. Did I not tell you the whole story about that? The guy contacted me. And
Should we get into it later once we get through the comments?
Of course, boss. Yeah, you call the shots here, don't you, big man?
It better be a good fucking comment now, George.
Luke Wilson says, gonna need more uploads from you
Luke
now.
Wilson, the actor.
Luke Wilson, 12. Gonna need more uploads from you now that Danny is off the screen. I watch you two while I eat.
Oh, rate my takeaway, Danny.
Well, no, Danny Malin of Rate My Takeaway.
Formerly of Rate My Takeaway.
Yeah,
I
formerly,
suppose we have to say now. I'm not going to be posting more videos, I'm afraid, mate. It's all I can do to keep up one a week at this point. But you could watch them a couple of times, I suppose, if you wanted.
Yeah, man, it's drastic, that, isn't it? It has turned into a bad modern-day episode of Emmerdale, watching the downfall of the Rate My Takeaway kingdom.
I don't know what's gone on, aside from the brief amount that you've told me. I don't really know what's happened.
So I think a public video went out on Danny's second page, maybe what were we on Tuesday? Friday, I think he maybe put it out. But he called me on Wednesday last week to tell me that he were leaving Rate My Takeaway. Because
Why the fuck did he call you?
well, I get on with him. Do you know what I mean?
But he seems to call you about things for seemingly no reason.
I suppose like it's a
Like,
small...
I wouldn't call you about anything other than completely, purely professional things. And I work with you on a regular basis. That'd be like me calling Danny's cameraman to have a chat with him or something. It's weird.
No.
Not that I
If you think
resent
though,
it
like
anyway. I'm saying it's-
the space is pretty small, isn't it? The whole YouTube world, I guess. And we are, like, he's been on the podcast a few times. So I think it was more just to...
is that old-fashioned thing, just like, here's some news?
I guess so, yeah. So I thought, fair play. And then I shared it with you guys in the chat, and then actually 2 days later it came out in the wash, but with a lot more context. So he's put 2 videos out, essentially.
There's one on the Rate My Takeaway channel. Has there been any sort of announcement on that?
No, they've done a community post.
Right.
What's happened is it's turned into a big slagging match by the looks of things.
Good Lord.
So where
Right now I'm interested. Come on, tell me.
there's
What's happened?
So there's 3 parties involved in...
Can you play the Josh's movie review thing?
Yeah.
Does that have a jingle? Man, you know what? I'm full of joys of summer today. Spring. Not because of the Danny Rate My Takeaway thing. I just feel like in a really good mood.
That's good, mate.
I don't know why.
We need it today because I'm
I can
dying.
see you, big softy.
So there's 3 parties to the Rate My Takeaway, and this is all public information. So there was the cameraman, the editor, and Danny.
Cameraman's the one that doesn't like us, right?
No,
Oh, he doesn't like me?
the cameraman doesn't like that we would always
so.
piss out of him.
All right, okay.
So the cameraman and the editor was the one that started Rate My Play on Facebook.
Right.
And then they made Rate My Takeaway, and they invited Danny on as a host.
Yeah.
And they'd come to some agreement, and this is Danny said that apparently they offered him 50% of revenue share, or
Generous.
a third of the business. So this is what publicly has been said. So you can have 50% revenue share, but no business legal, like no legal claim on the I guess
What's the name?
Rate My Takeaway Limited or whatever it would be.
Right.
Or so you can have a third of that, or 50% of profits. He chose the third of the business because I guess the brand is worth more, right? Potentially over time.
I think he chose poorly. What movie is that a reference to? Anyone know? Of course, it's Indiana Jones, and you both don't know. Go on.
So over the years they've had backs and forths, falling outs, and it's come to a head recently whereby Danny has stepped away from the channel
Because
he'd fallen out with the cameraman and the editor, but mainly the cameraman from what he said on his videos.
for what reason? It's not divulged.
Apparently they had a clash of heads of... so the cameraman and the editor wanted to manage him, according to his video, allegedly. We're going to be like legal letters here, aren't we?
I don't think I've got enough money to sue us, mate. I think we'll be all right.
Basically, they wanted to manage him and own the brand of Danny Malin, Rate My Takeaway. Because obviously Danny's a bit of a wide boy. He's got his... He used to be on Butcher's, on Market one here, and he's got like deals with Esther Bullo, and he's got Rate My Takeaway Kitchen, and it's like, well, who owns the... and then if like Danny were to do like a public appearance for a TV show, like does that go back to
Steph's packed lunch.
Yeah, does that go
Get a bag of fucking quavers to turn up?
does that go back to the brand of Rate My Takeaway, or does that go to Danny? And I think they had a bit of a misunderstanding across all that, which then led to a slagging matches between a lot of them, and then they eventually all fell out and parted ways.
Sounds very, very adult, yeah.
That's kind of what I believe has happened. But since then leaving, apparently the bank, according to Danny's video, the bank account got wiped, The Rate My Takeaway van is nowhere to be seen, and there'll be legal repercussions. But these videos are just crazy online. Like, ultimately, the Rate My Takeaway team that own the channel, and Danny doesn't own the channel because they never signed any legal documentation. If you go on Company's House, you can see the names of everybody that's involved in various entities, which is quite an interesting little scoop if you're trying to suss out who the cameraman and the editor are. Like, it's all there online, which people have outed him on Reddit, by the way, those two people. So there's like some detectives on Reddit, on the Rate My Takeaway Reddit thread.
You had one?
Yeah. So, but ultimately, that channel now is worth the square root of fuck all, because the camera and the editor...
Can I steal that? That's quite a good expression. I like it.
The camera and the editor are not going to go on camera, and it would Daddy's face all over the channel. So the channel's worth fuck all, but it'll make money in perpetuity whilst ever it's in existence. And Danny is left in no man's land, deciding what to do next. I've put a few jokes out on my Instagram saying, like, Danny, if you want to go for Rate My Takeaway Mark II channel, you know, we're the people to do it. But he hasn't taken me up on that offer.
Knowing your prices, I'm not fucking surprised.
Yeah. But I mean, he had 33% of... he didn't even have 33% of that other channel, so we can do a deal. Do you know what I mean? And the cameraman and the editor of the Rate My Takeaway channel are now left holding this channel of 700,000 subscribers without anybody to fucking go on it. So,
of course, we are displaying quite a degree of levity here, but what we should say is that's actually very sad, and not only for Danny and the people involved, you know, in the interest of being adult, but more than anything for the audience that enjoy the videos. It's sad, and it's sad, I think, more than anything, from what you've described to me there, that three fully grown adults cannot reconcile over common positive ground and accomplishments, and let little... I'm sure that's the kind of thing that you could work out.
You would think so.
Three,
but when you hear like Danny's explanation, and again, there's two sides to every story and the truth. So you've got to remember that. All you can read online or like watch the videos is like one side of the story, unless the cameraman and the editors come out and do their side of the story. But I mean,
is it worth watching the video? Or like, have I got the cliff notes there?
You've got the cliff notes there. Like it was like 40 minutes, but I thought I'd better.
40 minutes.
It was a 40-minute monologue by Danny about what's gone on.
40 minutes?
It's like a podcast.
How many mid-rolls?
Do I feel like? But yeah, I mean...
Any B-roll? Just straight?
No, just straight. Like,
hostage video
It looked like a hostage video.
But it's sad, but I mean, like, all things in life must come to an end.
I think what it sort of shows is, ultimately, right, if Danny chooses to make it a new channel, the audience will follow him. It'll take longer to grow that channel, but I suppose he will then have 100% equity of
I've got a great idea. Rate My Steakaway, but he just does steaks.
That might be a mistake, that would be. It might need to broaden. I mean, you think as well, though, like, Danny, they'll have all made a bit of money, but, like, if Danny could buy that channel off the Rate My Takeaway boys, you know, like, so then he owns that channel. That's got to be worth it.
Just start a second channel, man. But like that requires some ingenuity and the ability to film things and effort, which I'm not sure, given that that's not a criticism. I know Danny does a lot of sort of business enterprise stuff. Maybe he doesn't have the time to put it into a YouTube channel. Who knows? Ultimately, like I said, all things in life come to an end. 'Tis sad, but but you know, I don't know. Is what it is. That's what you say, right?
It is. I mean, I'm sure like more. This is so we're filming this on a Tuesday, man. I mean, like by the time this podcast comes out the weekend, many more things could have come to light.
3 40-minute videos.
Yeah, we might have to do some creative editing on this, George. If any more, we'll have to like interject more voiceover to like add more context. But yeah, that's the
scoop.
That's the scoop of it. Yeah.
Also, I'll expect a double page spread in OK Magazine later this week.
I thought we could make an offer for the channel, you know, like we could buy Rate My Takeaway, you know. Well, as in like, you know, me, I'll
not
buy.
involving me.
I'll
anyway.
buy it.
I ain't buying that, man.
What?
Sure, it's like buying my fucking 14-year-old Bentley. No, thank you.
I thought you might want to have a little entrepreneur.
Buy it. What are they going to sell it for?
I don't know. We could put I reckon it made a few $100,000 a year, that channel, you know.
Well, give me a price and like we'll talk.
Like,
tap him up. What's the guy called? Josh.
Yeah, Josh and Tom.
You never trust anyone called Josh.
The irony. I'm surprised that people didn't think it was me anyway in the first place. Yeah, the guy called Josh. Well, I will make a public offer for the channel. Josh, we will give you £100,000 for this channel.
Are you fucking high? I'll give you I don't know,
Bucket of quavers.
a limited edition Happy Meal toy from the 1980s. I got a few of those back home.
I reckon. I mean, that channel's dead as a dodo at the minute. Like, it's going to make a bit of money for the next couple of months, and it's going to go to next to fuck all. So you could cash out now. You get your solicitors to speak to my George, and then all we've got to do is make a deal with Rate My Takeaway.
Right,
and
so I'll leave that to you.
The
no
media
involvement.
empire lives on. You reckon that's a good deal, George?
Let's see what they say.
When's this podcast going out? Sunday?
Sunday.
Right, so you've got 7 working days. You've got 5 working days to accept my offer of £100,000 cash money, or we're going to go buy a different channel.
Which other channel are you buying? Why are there a bunch of Nerf bullets in Nerf ammo?
I think Jen was supposed to set them for Noah, actually. We left them on side.
I was just trying to get away from talking about... we've been doing it for 15 minutes now, man. Is that it?
That's it. Unless we get Danny in. Ring him up, see if he wants to come down.
Right, well,
Should we get back into the channel getting taken down?
Oh, yeah, what happened there?
Oh, yeah. So there's a lot of people very kindly, as is normally the case, informed me there was a channel called Beard Bitten or something like that.
Beard Bitten,
and it was posting essentially shorts, only shorts of my videos, and it had been like sort of on my to-do list for a while. You know, things that. But I never really look at it until it gains like a large amount of traction. It could be in some way damaging, I suppose. If you're getting like a couple hundred views, like who cares, right?
Yeah.
Anyway, I got around looking at it, and there were quite a few. I think there's 25, 26, 28 videos on there or something, all with a substantial number of views, all shorts, like. But so yeah, I just put in 3 copyright takedown requests, basically. And the way that works is not unlike with Fat Thumb Life, if people remember that episode, the guy that was stealing full videos. Yeah, they get the opportunity to contest it. Obviously, there's no legal grounds to do that because I own the IP.
Fat Thumb wanted to have permission to do so, didn't he?
Yeah. Well, if you continue to... Well, if you hear the rest of the story,
Right.
you'll hear something quite interesting. So anyway, I put all 3 in, and they were removed, but the channel was not deleted. So I don't know if there's a different rule with shorts about intellectual property infringement, possibly. But anyway, it so happens that the guy that runs the channel messaged me on Instagram saying... I don't know what it was verbatim, probably got it somewhere, but he essentially said, hi Adam, I just wanted to talk to you because I've had 3 takedown requests on the channel, and I wanted to see if we could work something out because I am trying to raise some money for a reason which will remain undisclosed.
Did he actually tell you what the reason was, or did he say?
Yeah, I'm just leaving it out for the sake of the podcast, but he basically wants to make some money. And said, I thought it was quite rich. He said, can we work something out in terms of a revenue split?
Oh, yeah.
But this is what he says, verbatim. I thought that's a little bit like somebody coming in and robbing your house. And like Mike said, David saying, do you want your fucking futon back? You know what I mean? Like, take 100 quid off you, out your pocket saying, can I give you 80 quid back? So I said, no, mate, delete all the videos. Otherwise, you're going to get another 27 takedown requests. He said, to be fair to him, he said, I'm a fan, and it's just a shame that you don't do shorts. I said, yeah, I don't do shorts because I fucking hate them, mate. If I wanted to do them, I would do them. I said, but if you're a fan, you could do me a favour of preventing me the work of putting in another 25 takedown requests. And to be fair, he did. He made all the videos private. So that was an unexpected but favourable outcome, I think, to the whole thing. I thought it was a bit rich. Kids these days, I'm going to nick your stuff and like, can I have like half of the revenue? No.
I might do that. I might start uploading Rate My Takeaway videos. I'll cut all shit out. I'm going to take every Rate My Takeaway video and make it 8 minutes long. There's money there, isn't there?
Yeah, man.
We'll cut the fluff. Danny, I'm telling you, we've got a fucking... we can do a deal here. All the boys. No, I mean, like, it's some ballsy move going, right, let's do a rev share of your content.
Yeah. Wild. But it's only the normalisation in kids of the IP protection.
You know what I think it is? I think it's like you see all these like scams on Instagram where it's like, right, you can have a faceless YouTube channel. You're going to use AI to clip up like copyright-free music with some copyright-free video, and you can make yourself 50 grand a month or whatever. Because like, how much of them scams do you see on?
Oh yeah, those are like hustle bots and stuff.
Yeah,
yeah. I mean, the thing about YouTube now is it has some good software, like in the back end, that detects poor quality AI content and sort of throttles it, which is good. But yeah, I think that's really just more kids don't really understand these days. Like, content is owned.
Yeah.
Video content is owned. You can't unless you know a lot about fair use. You can't repurpose it certainly not to make money. You can't repurpose it even if you're not making money. I have a right to request it be taken down. And the good thing about YouTube, I suppose, is that that's quite robust. The way that they not that they police it, but that they sort of the speed with which they deal with stuff like that is good. It would just be better if you didn't have to put in like manual requests.
Does he get to keep his money? Like if he's done like numbers on shorts, does he get to keep his 45 quid he's made?
It's 13 quid. Yeah, I don't, probably, yeah. But I can't imagine it was like, I mean, he'll make money, but I don't know how much. Should have asked him, really.
I was checking on your channel actually the other day. The Gordon Ramsay video is at 33 million views now. It's crazy, that, isn't it? But it got demonetized at like 20 million.
It didn't get demonetized. It's just
like
the limited ads, yeah. But luckily that was after. So
you made the money.
I made a good amount of money by that point, yeah.
Crazy, that, isn't it?
It's a shame, but I mean, that's not actually really for the relative popularity of the channel. 33 million is not. That's a real standout one. It's not. If you look at somebody like, say, Stoney, who back in his pomp was doing like 50, 60, 80, 150 million views a video. Like that 33 is child's play, isn't it?
I watched a video the other day. You know, have you seen Dude Perfect before?
No, I've heard the name, though.
So they're a trick shots channel, but they've been out since like they've probably been on the platform now for 20 years. You know, like they're
since inception.
And their videos were like they're on a dam basically, and they throw a basketball off, and they.
I think I might have seen that one.
Yeah,
I think I've definitely seen the thumbnail. Of that,
so like they've done that. They were like the OGs of that, and the channel still exists today. But the guy that runs that, a guy called Tyler Toney, basically said, you know, we'll never hit those heights again. You know, like those times have gone. I guess not MrBeast content, but you know, like. What I guess traditional old school YouTube content, which is like trick shot videos and, you know, Charlie bit my finger, where they did like it's just those times.
Did they not do? What numbers are we talking relative to the?
They will probably.
Count?
Let me fact check this.
I'm just curious.
It'll have been equivalent of like MrBeast numbers now. They were getting then.
Well, it's a different age now. You have to realise that there's far more.
So they've got 61 million subscribers now, and they are doing between 5 and 7 million views a video, which is still impressive.
It's not bad, that is, but you're right. That's 10%, isn't it? That's like your sort of YouTube average.
Yeah. Which is weird because yours is like almost. What do you reckon, about 3 or 4 million views a video now? Or has it crept a bit?
It's gone down a little lately, but for the last 2 months, it's been sort of like 4 to 6 million.
So you've been on par with subscribers
like
to views. That's mental, isn't it?
Yeah. But it's a very different, what I do is a very different type of proposition, you know what I mean? I get what you're saying there because it's a very different age now. If you think about YouTube, even like 10 years ago, there's far fewer channels, the mechanism by which it works is very different. Subscribers don't matter now. They legitimately no way really make a difference. Apart from it looks cool, I guess, when you see somebody's got 60 million or whatever. And it does change the nature of the beast, I guess. But the only people that can sort of get above that and maintain those ridiculous views are people like MrBeast. Which it's just a sell. You make so much money, nothing is impossible. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that's really the only way you can, I think, command those types of views, that type of channel where nothing is impossible.
Do you think there's any reality in what he says? He don't make any money. You know, like
I don't think he says he doesn't make it, but he does. We've said that a few times. It is, to me, a little bit disingenuous that he makes out that he doesn't have much personal wealth. That's probably true in the same way that Elon Musk doesn't have much personal wealth, and that he can take personal wealth from his business whenever he wants.
Right. Okay. Yeah.
So I think that's not particularly.
But you just think that, like MrBeast, like you'd think that ecosystem of like agencies and, you know, management, and I imagine he's part of. And he's part of Disney, or am I just making that up? Like,
I don't. He's had like stuff on Netflix and whatnot, hasn't he?
Yeah,
like Beast Games and all that.
You imagine like the ecosystem of it is very expensive, but yeah,
he's not doing badly.
He'll be doing all right. How did the curry video go? The Ye Olde Red Lion?
8 of 10.
Oh, sound.
So statistically, well, but you have to recognise a lot of people don't. There are natural peaks and troughs, and and actually, for me, really, they have what's called the summer bummer on YouTube, right? Which is typically you sort of like June through to August, September time. In general, there's usually fewer people watching all videos in general, because thankfully it's sunny. People are outside doing things other than look at a screen. But I had an amazing summer. Like some of the views like throughout July and August were incredible. So really, it's just I think that one, in terms of that one and the one before, did not do particularly well. But they really were probably about average for this time of year. But a lot of the from what I've seen, I've been kind of busy the last couple of days. But from the comments I've seen, a lot of people reacted well to it. Maybe because you weren't telling dad jokes in it, I don't know. Yeah, it was. I thought it was a cool video, man. A lot of funny bits in it. I can't take credit.
Somebody DM'd me a message like, another really good crude video today. Shame we didn't see you guys in it. And I was like, but in there lies the formula in which there was so much good stuff going on. There's no necessity. There's absolutely no necessity for me to speak. You know.
Yeah, I mean, I would have liked to see you in it once or twice because to me, that's part of it. But yeah, it made me laugh. I saw one comment that said, "I so much prefer these solo videos."
Can't even tell
What do you think? The camera's just fucking floating. Follow me like a drone's floating around.
Yeah.
But yeah, I thought it was a very British video, wasn't it? I think it was a big hit with like the Brits that watched.
Yeah.
Because it was everyone knows that pub, don't they?
Oh my God. That fella at the beginning where he'd done it twice and he was pissed.
All right, fucking hell. Yeah, that was good. Yeah, I thought it was objectively a good, far better than a video I would have made by myself, in my opinion. But
it's such a like it was. That is like such a family pub though. Like it's like an old school like working men's pub that because it go back and watch when you're talking to that family. So somebody within that family was disabled, but there's two kids riding around on a motorized wheelchair, which is like proper funny because like at one frame they're in it, at one frame they're not in it. But like whoever's on wheelchair, it wasn't the kids. The kids were not disabled. they were just playing in it. You know, working man. Everybody's getting pissed, and then there's a curry house attached to it. Like it was just
red line in the red line.
It was just chaos, wasn't it? That video.
It was chaotic.
Did Abdul get some love in the comments?
Yeah, Abdul was in the comments.
Actual Abdul.
He was because I get that a lot. You know, like people sort of claiming that they're the server, and you're like, I suppose it could be.
Yeah.
But I saw his like the profile picture. I was like, it kind of looks. You couldn't really tell. You can't enlarge him on YouTube, right? And he was saying something like, it could be him. And he was like replying to a lot of people that said nice stuff, saying, "Oh, thank you," you know.
What a legend.
But then there was one comment that said he had replied to somebody saying, "Yeah, not only he got dessert, but not only that." It was sort of like slightly broken English.
Yeah.
It said, not only that, I served him sag paneer, which he also ate as well. Ha ha ha. And I'm like, he's the only person that would know it. It must be the real Abdul.
Yeah.
Because if you remember, you guys got food afterwards.
Absolutely, yeah.
And I was like, I'm still a little peckish. I'll get some like cheesy curry thing.
Yeah.
But yeah, Abdul was great, wasn't he? He was very smiley, which is always good in videos.
When he cracked that joke about the ice.
You don't have to eat the ice. Yeah, that was good, man.
Good, mate. I'm glad that it were.
I really enjoyed it. It doesn't really, if there's, you know how YouTube works, man. It's not always the case that your best videos get the most views, and it's not always the case that your worst videos get the least views. So I liked it.
When were the last time you did? Have you ever done a curry on the channel?
I was trying to think, like in an actual restaurant. I did a Japanese curry in New York, which I'm not sure really counts. It still was technically curry, like curry and rice, but Japanese thing. A place called Kenka. That was years ago. I don't think I've ever done any other one really, apart from that one I mentioned years ago. It was one of the first videos I ever shot in Bradford.
Right.
It's a giant naan. It's not really curry. You get one
mega
naan.
A mega naan.
That was a mega naan, the one in Bradford. That was like a size of a fucking boogie board. But that came with one normal size curry, which you don't have to eat, which is sort of weird. But I don't think I've ever done which is weird because you'd sort of think it kind of lends itself to, you know, that thing would be more sort of ubiquitous. Maybe not as much as, say, a burger or a fry-up, but we love Indian food in England, right?
Yeah.
And it's the kind of thing you like to eat a lot of.
You know, the korma's the national dish.
Did you notice that I changed the... George probably didn't rewatch the video. Did you?
Where you shot the...
But did you notice that instead of that scene from Commando, I keyframed my head?
Did you see it? He put his face on it. It was funny.
So but I only did that because that's... You see blood. And I'm like,
okay,
So I keyframed like a little my head. That took me about half an hour just do the keyframe. It was good. That I liked it. Even still looked a bit janky then.
It worked then, didn't it?
Yeah. It was good.
Did anybody comment on your conviction with that? And then obviously you've been wrong.
No, not really. A couple of people, yeah. But I knew it was something like that. I wasn't far off. I was tikka masala, right? Not korma, but no, it got a lot. That's to me in some way that's more enriching. You know, like it's more. It feels better almost, even if it doesn't performed really well in terms of the views. If loads of people are saying they enjoyed X, Y, Z in the video,
Yeah.
that sort of means more to me.
Yeah.
So I'm really glad we did that one. I knew it would be good, though. I think I sort of knew it would be good.
It's we'll give you a little behind the scenes scoop as well. We shot that in Warrington on a summer's day at about 6 p.m. and after about 12:30, Adam becomes completely insufferable. So by 6 p.m.
I would say after like 9 a.m.
All right, after 9 a.m. And like when we arrived at that place, you were a broken man, weren't you?
I almost did a story. I was in the story. I filmed the video saying I feel like Taylor Swift because like Josh has told me I must wait outside in the car while he sets everything up, and then they're gonna sort of wheel me in. But it was I think was it like after I got back from America, so I was trying to be good or something as well. So I'd not really eaten much for a few days. Anyway.
Yeah, you were,
and then I'd fasted for like fucking 32
you were
hours.
on fumes, mate. On
so I was like, but. There's no excuse. I don't think my behaviour was terrible though. Just I am a little bit irritable. I think amongst you.
There was like a bit in the middle of the challenge that eventually got cut out of the video where a guy started just live streaming.
Oh yeah, some guy tried to live stream, didn't he?
Yeah, and ordinarily like I don't sort of oppose that, unless I think that it's that post the post about the challenge had got a lot of reach. So I don't want the outcome of the video to be known, because it's like, who wants to see a crap vertical video with no sound streamed? So I just asked him politely if he could stop live streaming, but at first he was lying to me, wasn't he? Saying that he wasn't live streaming. And I'm man, did he work for the restaurant as well? I'm like, look, you're getting a better product if you just wait like a few weeks.
I think you were just a friend of the guys that owned that restaurant. Yeah, because it looked like you were just filming, and then it was you that clocked him that you were live streaming. I didn't even realise. Because obviously people tend to just film bits and take pictures. I didn't even
if I think it's going to be a really good video for whatever reason, it's a bit different, like Indian food is different. I don't want ever want to see the outcome before it goes out, because then you sort of, you're getting a better end product, but you already know the end of it. And especially if it's something spicy. I thought I did quite well with that, but like...
But plus being like, how boring is the lifestyle?
Oh, yeah.
I went out, we had a rugby reunion this weekend, and some guys were like, let us know where you're going to film next. I'd love to come and see. And I'm like, mate, I promise you, just
so
watch the video. Yeah. Like it's so fucking boring in real life. Yeah. Like just think about it. If it takes an hour to film somebody eating and you only see 6 minutes, you see the highlight reel. The rest of it's just dead air. Like it's awkward for everybody. Like you don't want to come and see that in real life.
And how people they don't seem to understand that. It's all right. Like it'd be nice. It's always nice to meet people and that, but you almost feel worse as well because people don't realise the scale of the production. Even if I'm shooting by myself. I'm taking fucking 20 minutes while the food's going cold to set up because I can't get the white balance right or the exposure right. And people are trying to chat to me. I'm like, look, man, just watch the video. It's way better if you just watch the video, believe me.
I was speaking to the Bluets this morning because obviously we're filming tomorrow. And I said to them, like, you go, I want them to go ahead of us now. Like, just go, get the beat, do all, like, just how can we make it as efficient as possible? Because if not, like, you and I end up we'll set everything up. We'll just sat kicking about for an hour because, like, you guys go ahead of us, get the stuff you need. We'll roll in an hour later. Film it and we're all done and dusted.
Yeah, so Tom's going to go up there and not get a drone shot, presumably.
Yeah, get one off Pond 5. What else on the agenda, Georgie boy?
You sent a video into our little Instagram chat. Of an eater caught cheating a challenge on one of his videos.
Goodness me.
So you might know this guy.
So he's been caught cheating?
Yeah. So
he slipped up in the edit, didn't he?
I've seen this guy a lot.
Who is it?
He's not a big eater or anything like that. He's not anyone you'd know.
Calories, 13,000 calorie cheat day. I'm eating 25,000 calories. Everything I ate.
Jax eats.
I ate 16,000 calories on my cheat day. I eat 17,000 calories.
So the video on the top is the original upload, and then the bottom video.
So he's uploaded it by mistake. This first one.
One.
Right.
So he was spitting it in a bag.
Oh my god.
And again, you can see that here he's just lying to his subscribers when they ask why did he re-upload the video, and he has said because there was an error with the last one. There wasn't an error. So yes, the 20,000 calorie challenge day did in fact beat him because the last meal of the day he didn't even eat. He just spat.
So he's been caught. Because you must get these accusations a lot, like, or you hide food, or like.
Well, I used to.
You don't get any more.
No, I mean, like that was one of the reasons I talked about before is when I did the MLE in 2019. one of the main motivations was back then loads of people were faking their videos.
Yeah.
It's actually even more rife now because because of TikTok.
Yeah.
So you see people doing these days, and it's just like that biting food, and they're not swallowing it. There's like there's no time lapsing to show that it's happening just in quick motion.
Yeah.
But back in the day, people were doing it like all the time. And one of the things, like I used to get it, because everyone did like eating videos. Even like people that were legit, like Bob. You say like Bob's got like the record for the most food ever eaten in 10 minutes. People say it's fake. And so he used to set up like 8 cameras to prove it, and do full form. And I always sort of knew that like you need to be ahead for it to feel good, right?
Yeah.
So there has to be an incumbent. It's incumbent upon you to prove that it's real. So I remember I thought at the time, I was like, I'll just do MLE. And then, because like if I get up on stage and do 16.5 pounds of protein in 10 minutes,
you can do it.
If anyone says it's fake, I'll be like, yeah, go watch this, mate.
Yeah.
So that was a handy part of it. It's less common now because, I mean, like when you've been around this long, people know if it's fake.
Well, that's it. I mean, like I've seen this Jack Eats guy pop up on my Instagram before where he does like his cheat meals. Like I think he openly talks about performance enhancing drugs and stuff as well.
Oh, yeah.
But like he'll do a 20,000 calorie cheat day or whatever. And you look at it and you go, it's quite impressive if he is actually consuming that much food, especially having seen you do it. And then I'm going, I wonder how many people still say it about like, how could we get if you cheated? How could we get away with it? Because like with social media now, we would never get away with it because there's too many people in every restaurant. Like
you can't get away with. I mean, unless you paid off everyone in the restaurant. That's very different, though, isn't it?
Yeah. So he's doing it. That's what I'm saying. Like, so I was thinking, like, even if there's no way you can get accusations anymore because it's so public that we, you know, where we film the challenge.
I always think like, that's the thing is like, what's the point?
Well, what's the point in him doing that? Like, sat there spitting it out, is it just so you can go, I've done 20,000 calories today.
Yeah, but the thing about that is like, that's 20,000 calories. This sounds like a dumb thing to say. That's not even really that difficult to do. If you were to like eat, if the goal is the number, 20,000, if you eat certain foods in a day, like you don't even have to really eat that much. It sounds daft.
Like Cheerios with double cream on that.
Well, you could chug double cream. You could, like, even if you're eating sort of, like how many calories are in cheese?
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like you could do, like every fucking Christmas day, I probably do about 15,000 calories. Not trying, So I sort of thought those were dead as well, like the whole cheat day videos.
Yeah, I mean,
in terms of like, I know I've seen them like on Instagram and clipped up and whatnot, but
I wonder how that'll affect his YouTube channel now. People know that he's lying.
Pay the price.
We're just checking him off this week. Rate My Takeaway's down. Fucking Jack Eats down.
That's the thing, was I mean, like if you're gonna do it, like I've got really no sympathy if after the fact people just don't watch anymore because I mean but he's certainly not the only one. Plenty of people doing that.
Have you done like cheat meal videos before, like back in the day?
Oh yeah, I used to do them all the time. They were really, at a point in time, they were really popular.
Like your cheat meal or like a celebrity cheat meal or something like that?
I've done loads of stuff like that. I did loads of like calorie challenges and whatnot. But
the origin of Beard Meats Food because you were doing challenges for a cheat meal, weren't you, when you were training?
Yeah, that's the whole point of like how it started is like on a Saturday or whatever, I would just do like eat loads of food, after I'd eaten sort of clean, healthy all week. But I just, there's sort of like, there's no real, I don't know, it was a point in time for me, I think, whereby like those things were popular, so I sort of thought, this is what people want to see. But they're always a pain in the ass to film as well. Imagine like you've hands, as a one-man band, hands are greasy because you're eating all this food and you're filming yourself all day long.
Yeah.
I used to hate it, man. Because you can never really enjoy it. It's like, it's all, you know what I mean? You're just going through a day eating all this food, which otherwise you would enjoy, but you have to film it all, make sure you get it all, make sure it still seems at least compelling, because you can't like include all of it.
You know what was like last year when we did that Christmas market? That were a good video of that. Like as a one-off, like it were a monster for George to edit, but like as a special video to see you go from like one stall to another stall. That's quite a good.
I like that.
Good concept, isn't it?
Yeah, I would do that more frequently.
Yeah.
I think people enjoy that sort of departure from form a little bit. From time to time, I would do that more. If I thought there was a strong theme to it. We've talked about other like the McDonald's thing and whatnot.
Yeah.
So I would do it. It's just it's hard to sort of package those. Well, that's what people don't realize. They just think, it's a guy with phone eating lots of food. When in reality, there's got to be a little bit more substance to it, I think.
Yeah.
But it's funny this got out there. It's a bit like that woman. Remember years ago when she did like videos with she would do like tricks with a dog. She was like a pet friendly channel.
All right.
And she was caught smacking a dog, like abusing her animal. which is awful enough as it is, but she had uploaded the raw footage.
Oh my God.
And I'm thinking, who the fuck uploads a video without sort of like proof checking it? Because it could corrupt or anything. It's unlikely.
Yeah,
but in
yeah.
the process of uploading it, I'll always watch it back on my phone to make sure it sounds all right on
Yeah,
my phone.
get it unlisted and have a little gander of it.
Just bang it up and that. Yeah, it's just sort of naturally everyone... I think she got convicted as well, like animal cruelty, naturally.
As you would, yeah. I mean, he fucked it there because, like, why would he have uploaded the unedited? How
Well, is he, I guess, I don't know. I just didn't check it.
Jeez.
We spoke about the Christmas market video being like a monster edit. Another monster edit at the moment taking place is this 350-yard drive.
Yeah, man, I accidentally... In my head, I'm like, I wrote the video that were like, I thought would be really good, and it will be really good, but it's also massive.
If you like golf, which most people don't.
You won't even need to like golf. Like, that's the point of it. It needs to be, like, universally like, appealing.
All right. Well, the bottom of the pile, mate, because what's the next one? We've still got that other the chicken nugget thing to do. I need that before I go.
Yeah, mate, it's on our list. You are the number one client of Get Your Media.
Fucking should be at those prices.
Sorry, I mean, you're the number one. You're not the highest paying client, but you're the number one client.
Yeah.
You've been watching some weird films this weekend, haven't you, Adam?
Aren't I always? Which film is this?
You sent a video, you filmed your TV screen, and there was a guy sucking someone's thumb.
Finger.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think it was sucking. I watched what was it called?
Fat Thumb Life.
It was not called Fat Thumb Life. It was called Best Wishes for All or Best Wishes to All. I think it is Japanese. I think it's a Japanese movie.
What was the story behind it?
It's a bit of an odd one. It's I don't want to really spoil it in case people want to watch it. It's on Shudder.
Fucking nobody's watching that, mate.
Some people do.
Spoiler alert.
But some people actually watch films that aren't like rendered by computers, Josh, you know.
I don't believe it.
That aren't made for 8-year-olds. It's basically like a sort of a horror movie about this community in Japan where there's something a bit creepy going on, and a girl goes back to live with her grandparents who start acting odd. And in one scene, I think one of the grandparents is having her fingers sucked, and it does not flinch when the protagonist under the table, she sort of peeks out and looks, but then the grandma sees and you think she'd be like, oh shit, I don't want to see my granddaughter. I want my granddaughter to see your granddad sucking my fingers or whatever's going on in the scene. But yeah, that was not the most odd part of the
Must
movie.
have been very awkward to film.
Probably, yeah.
What was the most awkward part of the film?
There were a lot of parts that were a bit odd like that.
Go on, give us another example.
There was a part, I think there was a part later on, which I can't remember specifically what it was, but I remember there's one part later on that was sort of like sexually suggestive in some way, which amongst old people is always a little strange. Not that I'm saying that old people can't have sex, naturally. I hope to still have sex when I'm old. But yeah, it was just a bit of an odd film, but not a bad film by any means. Watched quite a lot of bad films like that. Was not one of them.
I'm off to see the new Conjuring film this week.
Fucking, I was like 118.
I've only ever seen like the first one.
I don't know how many there are
I think
now.
I watched the Annabelle because there's like a bunch of spin-offs and stuff in there, but I'm now being made to watch. I've watched the second one now. I'm watching the third one, I think, tonight, and then.
Are these horror films? I haven't seen it.
Have you not seen The Conjuring?
No.
It's like I've seen him, man. I like what's his name? Patrick? No, not Patrick. What's the dude that plays the main guy? It's Vera Farmiga and the other guy, man. I've totally forgotten his name now. He's always great. Anyway,
I'll Google it.
Tangent. Do you know the woman that plays Jane Warren in that? Vera Farmiga. Do you know there's a video of her like on the internet singing to, I can't remember what song it is, but it's a Slipknot song. Apparently she's a big metalhead, which you would not necessarily think to look at her. Don't judge a book by its cover, but she's singing at this live performance of this band that's covering Slipknot. It's cool, man.
Patrick Wilson.
Patrick, I got it right.
Yeah,
Just didn't get his surname.
Yeah, Chicken Tikka. Yeah.
They've done those, man. The first one, yeah. Like Insidious, the first one, yeah, is good, but like.
What film?
Commodified so extensive. It's just stop make something else. Man.
What film were we going to go see? Remember? We said
I
we'd
don't
go
know,
to cinema.
like probably something with Jack Black or like Minecraft 8 or something.
There were a film
the normal kind of shit you
that
would
we
watch.
said, we would go watch it, but we'd have to rent out the whole cinema because you didn't want to see other humans.
Oh yeah, I can't remember what it was actually.
It was a remake. It was
Fortunately, never translated.
Naked Gun.
Oh yeah. Well, I'd love to watch that one when it does come out.
I saw a clip from that other day, and and it were like. The only way to describe it is like this guy's like got his binoculars, he's looking into the house.
Spoiler alert.
It's not really spoiler for a story.
I feel like you're spoiling the gag, which is what the whole film's about.
And then she's like cleaning the oven or something like that, but he's like stood in a way.
Oh yeah, because Pamela Anderson and
The visual gags.
and what's his face, isn't it? Liam Neeson. Yeah, I did see that.
Bit of challenge rewind, should we do that?
Why I?
Why not?
So the first one I picked out is this £10 shepherd's pie challenge in Milwaukee has been failed over 200 times.
That was rough.
It looks rough.
That's not actually that long ago. The end of last year, I think.
1st of December 2024.
1st of December 24.
9 months ago.
That's when it was released. When you filmed it, it was probably about 6 months before.
three. So the end of 2023. That was the beginning of. Oh no, end. Yeah, you're right. Sorry. I don't really know what to say about that one. It's just it was originally like an £8. I remember like when I'm doing the start of the video, and there's sort of like an A4 sheet of paper on the wall, which has some of the rules to the challenge on it, and it says £8 shepherd's pie, and they've just like biroed out and they put 10. And it's just a big. Oh yeah, they were cute. There was like an old couple there at the beginning. The woman sort of made that video because at the start, I think she says like, "Somebody actually eats that," and I'm like, "I'm gonna eat it." She's like, "Oh my god!" It might be in that part just then actually, but it looks. I mean, it's not what we would probably consider a shepherd's pie here in England, but it's like an Irish bar called Mulligan's in Milwaukee, and yeah, it's just pure like £10 of.
I'm shocked that you agreed to do that.
Why?
Because like that's out of that's really pushing your limits, isn't it? If you looked at like what's available whilst I'm in America, and there's a £10 shepherd's pie challenge, or there's like a £4 burger, you're like,
nah,
I'm going for that.
I think that is very unfair. There's no way I'd ever choose a four. It could be a £14 shepherd's pie. I would have done it. I would never avoid something on the basis of it being difficult. I'd rather just go and film. But if I think if I think it's going to be an interesting video, because it's something cool like I did in this case, and I'll just go. But that was hard. Yeah.
Oh my God.
I mean, as well. It's the con. I'm not a big lover of like mashed potato. To tell you the truth, it's sort of easy to eat, insofar as it doesn't take much chewing. But the sort of starchiness of it really was getting to me like early on. I think I asked him for some more. That orange stuff is like a Guinness sauce. I don't really know how it comes out orange.
Yeah, it looks like it needs a bit of gravy, like
more like Iron Bruce or something. But like, I asked him for some more of it, and the rule, I think that could be it. The rules allow that the rules say that you can get more sauce, right? You're not prohibited. These videos look fucking death, mate. Can you just film like every one of them for me?
it looks like it's got a nice warm hue to it. What's wrong with it?
I mean, it was hard filming. It's dark. It just looks
Some
shite.
spotlights. I'd have took the spotlight out me. But I suppose, yeah, you can't. You can't
go down the
shit.
restaurant taking out 8 spotlights.
No, the whoosh one above you. You'll have seen me when we've set it up.
Yeah, you
before,
can't be fucking doing that when you're
by
just
yourself.
turning up to a restaurant. Hi, can I do your challenge? Oh yeah, by the way, I'm gonna take all your lights out.
I do it. I like taking them out.
But yeah, it was a cool video. That's getting like I give it an 8.5 because I had a little bit more left in me.
And you didn't need to eat the bread?
You know, I did eat the bread.
Oh, right. Okay.
You have to eat the bread, man.
Sorry.
It's like rye bread as well. So at the end, I'm making mashed potato sandwiches. And you know what rye bread's like? It's got a bit of a sponginess. It's like sort of rubbery, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's not like a normal bread. It doesn't give. But early doors, it tasted really good. And anything that's like that where it's very different, I'm just, for the first sort of 10 minutes, I'm just excited that I'm doing something that's like, hey, I'm eating loads of shepherd's pie. It's been a while since I've eaten this, you know? So I really enjoyed that one, and you get a free meal, you get a t-shirt, and there's only I think 2 or 3 people maybe on the Wall of Fame, and there's some elites on there. I think Molly has done that. I think I don't know if Randy did it. Maybe it's sort of up in like his old neck of the woods before he moved. So maybe I can't really remember.
Brutal, that mate.
But it was savage, that man. Yeah.
8.5. Did it no dessert menu on that one then?
No, no dessert there. Not quite a 9, but I'll give it. Or just below a 9 for difficulty.
Next one I picked was, you win a huge trophy if you finish this food challenge in a bowling alley.
Oh yeah, that was a cool one. I don't know if that was the same trip, because I sort of went out to Michigan and then
This one's
Illinois.
in Rockford, Illinois.
Yeah, so it might have been different. I started it with me. Look at that. That first take. I'm like, I'm doing one take here, and I'm gonna get. If I get a strike, it's staying in there.
Yeah.
Even though people say like, bullshit.
And if I don't get a strike, it's still staying in there.
It's staying there. And I hit the most comical part is I think I hit one pin. Literally, just I couldn't have done it if I tried. Colours look a bit better there. That's quite nice.
Anyway, America looks class.
Yeah, it does. Just something different, isn't there, about the light there? I don't know what it is.
It's not fucking grey. I've
Yeah.
got blue skies actually today. But.
It's not bad today, yeah. But yeah, it's just I wanted to do that one just because it was sort of weird. It's like a tenderloin, which is like they do it up there. The actual tenderloin, as you can see there, is not that big, and it's really just a plate of fries. But it's cool because it's in a bowling alley, and you get like the meal free. I think you get a T-shirt. You get a free round of bowling for like 8 people or something. You got a round game?
Yeah, game.
Yeah. And you get to, what do you get, man? You get they have a trophy. And I thought it would just be sort of like an all-purpose trophy. But they've got a machine there, which so they emboss your name on it while you're there and then give it to you, which I thought was really cool. I don't actually know what that is. I did bring it back, but I don't, it's not, I can't...
Lost in the divorce.
Sort of like somewhere in my... that was after I left the...
Oh, was it, yeah?
The barrel at home then. Right, yeah. But, yeah, it's a cool one. I mean, it's chips and a tenderloin, right? But I don't know what there is to say about it. It was decent for what it was. You know, I'm not a big fan of fries.
It's like an old... that is like a buffet at a working men's where they've got like a baking tray. They just put tinfoil on it to make it look fancy.
I remember thinking that was quite hard to get moving down. I don't know what it was. The fries are quite sort of stiff. But it was cool, like people coming along and saying, "No, you can't do it" and whatnot. And the environment was good.
The big pork.
It was very very dark and whatnot, so quite difficult to film. Skin looks a bit yellow, not because I've jaundiced, but because of the white balance is a bit off. But yeah, it was a cool one. I'd give it like the datum, as Josh likes to say, is Josh really. He could not do that, so I'll give that like a 6.5 for difficulty. Cool challenge though, and a really nice staff, and the place is. It's interesting just for me, like it doesn't really matter what the challenge is. If it's in somewhere weird, like if it's in a supermarket, like we shot that time, or it's in a bow, and I'll probably turn up and do it just because that dynamic is going to make it.
I'm shocked that we've not had any more. Like pop up in like supermarkets or anything, or like the spa, because that one spa I did it, you'd think, like let's do a different one, a different spa.
I think it's probably because they're franchised, aren't they, spa, so they probably allowed a little bit more wiggle room for what they do. But there's plenty we've got to do in England, man. There's a few have cropped up lately.
You've been sending me loads of. We have to go back through the WhatsApp and reconcile like all the different.
I know. I thought we were going to do that today, but that's a fucking stupid thing to shoot.
We've still got time, mate. We'll do the lot.
All right, and last one. Take 5's Mega Plowman's Lunch Challenge.
Mega Nan.
I remember that place is really cool because they've got 2 challenges there.
The old Tesla.
But I don't remember much of that, I'm going to be honest with you, George. So you've picked, certainly no fault of your own, but you picked one there that I don't... I remember, that's not... Josh is finishing that, man. If he's done his little high rocks training in the morning, if he's curled his 12 kilo dumbbells for a set of 8, and he's done a bit of push press with some 14 kilo kettlebells, he's definitely going to get involved with that and do quite well. The cool thing about that is I wish there were more things like that. Things that are like really like sort of British cuisine. Like an afternoon tea, you got some cakes on there, some pork pies and whatnot. It's something that's just really different. And the people that own that place were really cool. They were always sort of... the colours were very challenging there. You can see it just looks weird. It looks cold, but it was... Like I had it on something like 8200 Kelvin to try and balance it out. So
it says in the description there that a few months back I got the better of their breakfast challenge. But nobody had managed to beat this one. Yeah, so I think they had a normal like sort of a fry-up challenge. When I got there the first time, I did not know they had that. Otherwise, I would just have done that. But I'd already told them I was doing the breakfast. I'd already started some of the prep. So I thought I'd just go back and do it, which I don't often do. But yeah, I think somebody had done the breakfast, but nobody ever done that. And then I've done it. I think Katina went and did, I think she might have done that quite recently. Well, in the last sort of year and a half or something, maybe. I could be wrong. But yeah, it's very different. Tastes good. I love like an afternoon tea, cake and sandwiches and pork pies. It's like the pot of tea, is that part of it?
Yeah, I think so. If I remember, you have to drink the tea. But that's a 4. Anyone with like a decent appetite is doing that, I reckon. My mum would have a good go at that.
Cool. That's Challenge Rewind then.
Rock and roll.
Shall we wrap it up with a Fesspit?
Let's wrap it up with a Fesspit.
You can go back to bed.
Me, mate. I ain't got time to die today. We've got loads on with this week.
Yep.
That felt like, I know you've not seen it. Oh wait, did you see Predator? Did you watch that eventually? Oh no.
No.
That's almost a Predator reference where Jesse Ventura says, "Ain't got time to bleed." I was almost impressed then. I thought you were sort of just half paraphrasing it.
All right, first one. I have a weird head and weird direction hair. Had a guy who could do good haircuts. He sadly died. His replacement is a smoking hot girl. Gives shit haircuts, but when she straddles my leg to get closer to cut, she sits down on my knee. Shit haircuts for me for life then.
Nobody
What?
does that. Nobody's buying that, man.
Nah.
Come off it.
Who's straddling your leg to cut your hair, man?
I might ask Kieran to do that next time down Choppers. You mind just like sitting on my leg, please, mate?
Next one.
How close do you need to get? What's he having his fucking nose hairs trimmed or something?
Even that, he's got like a really like a huge bison head, and they've got to like get him for angles, haven't they?
That's bullshit, man.
Had a severe headache for about a week, causing us to have to cancel various plans. Never can the wife know it was caused by straining too hard during a wank. I think I'll give myself an aneurysm.
Straining to her? What the fuck's he doing? He's giving himself a reach around, like sticking his fucking fingers in his ass. How can you strain? Like, it's supposed to be a relaxing experience, isn't it?
I suppose so, yeah.
It's taking something. How are you straining? What are you doing?
Is it like the
Autoerotic
asphyxiation. I was going to say that.
Asphyxiation.
After one Guinness too many, I did a little shart in the pub whilst having a piss. In a minor panic, I decided, after cleaning up, was to hide the offending boxers. Shoved them behind the toilet basin, only to find another pair there. Great minds must think alike. I must have been at Zum Propeller or something like that.
Yeah, I was going to say, we've all been there. Usually you find that there's some way to get around it. Like a small window, or like failing that, you just have to stuff them somewhere, don't you?
It's the game, mate. I thought I was going to shit myself this weekend. I spent a day drinking beer in Dewsbury Park and then had a curry at night time.
What, are you 14?
Well, no, we watched the rugby. Like, we had like 15 years since I played. We won the Yorkshire Cup with Dewsbury Celtic, and then we had like a reunion, and I felt so fucking old.
Yeah.
I can't believe it's been that long. Time flies, man. Got a carpe diem, haven't we?
Yeah.
All right, over to Patreon. Smell y'all later.
Peace!